Okay, so today we are going to talk about iodine deficiency. Okay, before I go into the video, this is Benny, by the way, and as you know, in my channel, Benny always tried to help me, and he does miracle work, I tell you that. Benny always helped me. Funny, if you hear my other stories about Benny, he always ending up helping me somehow. Believe it or not. And this is one of them. I have discovered a lot of things through this dog. And like I stated before, I have him in my other videos. I'll link it to here. There's a long video that he helped me with radiation. Understand of radiation. But today he helped me with salt. Yep. Well, not today, this month. Actually, not this month, about 2-3 months ago. I believe somewhere there. Maybe even longer. I know I should have done this video long ago. But anyway, I caught up now. I tell you about sea salt. Okay. Versus iodized salt. This is just regular iodized salt. And that's the subject for today. It's called iodine deficiency. Now remind you, not everybody is iodine deficiency, okay? And if you're not, great. Good for you. You are lucky. Unfortunately for me, I need iodine, okay? And 30%, so which means almost a third of the population in the world are iodine deficiency, and they don't even know it, okay? If you see this video and you see the symptoms that I described or something like that, you might want to research about iodine deficiency. And I will link a website called American Thyroid Association in the description. Okay, I always link everything in the description, and plus a little bit of things that if I forgot in the video or something, I'll insert it in there. And yes, this video gonna be long, so I'm gonna warn you. But this is about health. This is about how this dog helped me. And yes, this dog helped me a lot, including how I found out about iodine, or in this case, iodized salt. I'm going to go into a little story. He eats what I eat, okay? So, literally, you know, if I have the food, most of the time we have steaks, because he likes steaks. Once in a while, he likes chicken. He loves chicken chewy. See how he react? Chicken chewy. See how his ears react? Sorry, it's a little windy today, so he's looking all around. It's okay, Benny. There's nothing there. It's just wind. Anyway. So, basically, most of the time he eats meats. And what I eat, he eats. I only eat chicken breast. I like certain stuff with thighs or legs, and he likes chicken bones. But most of the time now, I mean, to buy a piece of chicken, like maybe, you know, a tray of chicken, like a breast chicken, is $10 versus a tray of, you know, beef. It's pretty much the same amount. You get a little less in meat, but the problem is I eat more meat than chicken. Like I eat more red meat, or in this case, beef, than chicken. So why am I going to bother buying a whole chicken while I can buy beef and I can eat that and I know I'll eat it all? You know what I mean? But anyway, that's just me, but it's just part of the story. So we eat a lot of beef. And whatever I eat, he eats. That's the rule. I don't really feed him dog food. Although he eats his own dog food, I still leave him out just in case he gets hungry. But he doesn't eat a lot of those. Anyway, look at the camera. You gotta look at your audience. Look, say hi. See? Anyway, so by him eating the same stuff, that's when I started to notice. I started to use sea salt. Okay? Because they said, oh, you know, sea salt have a lot of vitamins in there, blah, 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 blah. So I am sold. So I started to put sea salt in instead of regular salt. And, or in this case, iodized salt. And look what it says right here. And they knew about this. This salt does not supply iodine, a necessary nutrient. Sometimes you gotta think what they actually meant on the label. And look at this one. This salt supplies iodide, a necessary nutrient. Okay? Which I didn't know. Well, we all stupid sometimes, right? So, I started to use a lot of sea salt. And as you can see, it was up to here. And next things you know, him and I, we weren't able to walk up the stairs. I mean, imagine. I started to limp off the stairs. I said, what the hell is going on with my foot? Why can't I walk? I cannot walk up the stairs. And then I look at him. He's limping too. I was like, what? You gotta be kidding me. Okay. I must be going crazy or something, because this dog started to limp too. I said to myself, okay, Benny, you cannot start copying me. So, I said to myself, Benny, you're copying me again? Usually that's what I think, you know. He's copying me. But he's not. So, I said to myself, oh my. How in the world that I am still young and I am limping up and down the stairs? Because you have to remember, I have to take him out, okay? I have to take him out to go pee and poop. And there's only, I think, 14 steps to go to the second floor. There's about 14 steps, I think, or 14 or 16, including, yeah, so it's 14 plus 3. So it's like 17, 18, including the landing. So 18 steps. And I said to myself, oh my, I cannot get up the stairs in 18 steps. Imagine if I get older. How the hell am I going to get up the stairs? So that's when it got me curious. He was limping too. He couldn't get up. I had to pick him up. I said, oh my, there got to be something I ate. There has to be in the food. So, I said to myself, okay, well, I am already gluten. I have to be in gluten. So it can't be that. It can't be wheat. Maybe I need wheat. Maybe he does too. So then I said, it can't be that because I got to stay away from gluten. So I said, okay, fine. I'll go on a rice diet. And I'm going to make him go on a rice diet too. That's the only thing I can do. Because that's the only safe food that I can eat is rice. Yes, sad as it is, I can only eat rice. Pretty soon, I'm probably going to speak Chinese. Anyway. So, I said to myself, okay, I can't eat this, I can't eat that. What is it? What is it? That there's certain times that I am able to walk, and there's certain times I am not able to walk. So I started to feel that it was the salt. Maybe I have too much salt in my body. So I said, let me cut it down a little bit. So I start cutting down a little bit in salt. I still have limping problems, and so does he. So then I said, you know what? I'm going to cut out everything, and I'm going to start back to square one again. I'm just going to eat a little bit rice. He's going to eat his dog food, because his dog food, I force him to eat his dog food because at least I know the dog food is okay, kind of okay for him. So he started limping less. And it's very quick. And I couldn't believe how actually salt would affect very quickly. And my foot starting to feel better. I was able to walk up the stairs. He's able to walk up the stairs. We'd be able to be okay. And I said, Within just a week, I was able to find this out. I said, it's going to be hard, but I'm going to have to do this. So, I knew there was something to do with salt because I cut that out totally. Because I started to leave this out. I said, nah, maybe there's some nutrients in here. I'll use that instead. Okay, so I did. I cut it all out. I said, maybe something to do with salt. Every time I have a lot of salt, here's what happened. I started to feel like I'm choking. When I lay down, I have difficulty of breathing, and I have difficulty of swallowing. And I have to put my head up more. Certain times I eat certain stuff. That's what would happen. I feel like, for instance, I feel like I'm about to pass out. I feel like I have, like something's attacking me. I feel like how people having peanut or honey. Because I know eating honey does that to me. So I said, maybe my food had honey in it. That's probably why I'm having difficult swallowing. And then I have a lot of, my throat is really dry. And then, I'll show you a picture right now. They call it the thyroid gland. Right here on the picture. Okay? And it's swollen up. Like I can feel it. My neck was puffing up a little bit. I said, oh my God. There got to be something in the food. So then, I said, wait a minute. I cut this down a lot now. But I must have other stuff that was in it that has sea salt in it. I know, like a lot of chips. I was eating chips. I was eating, oops, sorry. Hitting the thing here. I was eating chips. I was eating a lot of stuff that has sea salt in it. And that's what causing, it feels like somebody's choking me all the time. It feels like anytime I lay down, I can't swallow. It's really hard to swallow when I get up. Like when I get up in the middle of the night, it's like, oh my God, like somebody's choking me. And I had a difficulty swallowing and I had difficulty breathing. So I said, okay, I'm going to go on a straight rice diet. That's the only way I'm going to have to find out. Rice and water. I went on maybe just 4 days on it. And I start to feel better. Oh my God. All I had was rice and water. Nothing else. And I started to feel better. I started like, I can breathe again. I can do stuff again. I was okay walking up and down the stairs for him to go pee. And he was eating his food already because I forced him to. I didn't feed him anything else. Because I told him that he has to go. He either eat or he's going to die. That's it. So he eats his food. As long as you don't put him on the floor and just ignore it. I said, I'm sorry, but that's the way it's going to have to go. You can eat my food if you want. And I did give him my rice too, and he doesn't want that, so he went back to his food. Because remember, he was raised, before I got him, he was raised on dog food. So that's like a backup plan for me. If he doesn't eat the regular food, then I have to give him the dog food. I leave like a handful of it, and if he chooses to eat it, he eats it. If he chooses not to eat it, he doesn't choose to not to eat it. That's his choice. Anyway, so I started to feel that like my foot starting to go away. I don't have like the choking symptoms. I don't have the lying down problems. I don't have difficult swallowing. I don't have breathing any problem. Blah, 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 blah. It was totally fine. So that's when I started to know that it has to be something to do with salt. So I researched around with a little bit about sea salt. And next thing you know, I said, what was the difference? The difference on this is that it says iodized salt. I say, why does one have iodized salt and one doesn't? But I'm okay with this. I ate this all my life and it was okay. But once I start to switch to this, I wasn't anymore. So I said to myself, okay, it has to be something with iodized. It says iodized salt and non-iodized salt. So I went into research into iodine because it says iodine. And that's when I found out about iodine deficiency. And I found out that that was my symptoms. It pretty much the same as my symptoms. They're talking about choking. They're talking about difficult swallowing. They're talking about breathing. They're talking about the gland that is the thyroid gland underneath my throat here was swallowing. And I've also found out that that there's no test. There's no test to confirm if your body have enough iodine or not enough, blah, 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 blah. So I said the only test that I read a lot of stuff, and then I said the only test that I can test is to eat iodized salt and non-iodized salt. So I went back. I went back on sea salt again. I said, okay, let me add that back to my salt and see what happened. I added back within not even 24 hours, I see the symptoms coming back. It was really, my throat was dry. It was puffing up. My throat was puffing up like I was choking, like someone's always choking me. Anytime I lay down, I have difficulty breathing, swallowing. It was hard. And I say, aha, that's how it is. Okay. So, that's when I found out about sea salt. Now, a lot of people, if they see this video, the people who eat sea salt, okay, claiming sea salt, Himalayan salt, are the greatest thing that God ever created. I have many thread after I found out, and oh boy, they will attack me like there's no tomorrow. Oh, sea salt have a lot of nutrients in them. Himalayan salts have a lot of minerals. They counted 85 minerals, blah, 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 blah. Here's my thing, okay? Take vitamins. Instead of having the minerals here, eat a lot of vegetables and eat a lot of and take vitamins. You will get the same amount or even more than eating the sea salt. But was the sea salt worth it? No, because I was limping up and down the stairs. So sea salt wasn't worth it. If you think here's for those people that they think it is, have a go at it. Eat the whole ocean. Go to the store and have a go at it. Clear the whole shelf. Take Himalayan and sea salt. Go ahead, go at it. And by the time you're 60s, you're 40, 50, 60s or whatever, and you're going to have this problem, because I've seen my grandmother started to have problem as well with that. And my grandmother's not limping now. So if you think that you can do it, go for it. Eat the whole ocean if you like. You will remember me and this video later. So anyway, so that's when I went down onto this path, which I have never thought that something like this, iodine or iodized salt, would just help me with just that. There are iodine drops, okay? And you can buy that as well, and they're very expensive. So you can add that to your diet if you are iodine deficiency. And if you eat a lot of salt, just make sure to drink a lot of water so you can sweat out. Because that's the only way salt will escape from your body, through sweat. You can pee, but it won't come out as much. That's why if you run and you will release a lot of salt from your body, that's when you know. But salt is a necessary nutrient, to be honest, for your body. Your body needs salt. But at the same time, too much salt can kill you or can harm you. So that's how I found out that it's called goiter. Okay? When your thyroid gland, I'll post a picture up right now. When your thyroid gland enlarges, you develop something called goiter. Okay? And that is what? Because you have inadequate iodine. And then when that happens, the thyroid gland enlarges and it develops what they call a goiter. And because it tried to keep up with the demand of thyroid, it has to do with the thyroid productions, the thyroid hormone productions. So that's when it causes the thyroid enlargement or goiter. And with a large goiter, that's what you would have experiencing, like someone choking you, or when you were laying down, you have difficult swallowing or even difficult breathing. Those are the symptoms that I had. And it was hard, but now I am happy to report I no longer use sea salt. I'm happy to report, except for a few things. Like if I eat a lot of sea salt in food, because certain food I can't get away, so I try to avoid that. And what you do is, if that ever happens, you would need iodine drops. You would have to go to the store and get a container. Maybe I'll put I'll put a thing here for you to see a little picture. It's a drop, and you will have to take that in order for the symptoms to go away. And you can use this. You can use sea salt or Himalayan salt, blah, blah, blah. What people think, okay, and this is my opinion, and this is solely my opinion. People think, oh, using sea salt, using Himalayan salt, blah, 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 blah. It's like treating you like royalty or blah, blah, blah. I'd rather be dirt. To be honestly, truthfully, I'd rather be dirt and be healthy than being royalty and not healthy. Seriously. If you have that kind of mentality, I'm sorry to tell you, the world is not going to work for you. Okay? Because let me tell you, and let me tell you on this video right here, okay? The world would have to accept me the way I am. I'm sorry. You know, there's a saying that I always tell people. If you cannot love yourself, how are you going to love the things around you? They always tell you one thing about this lifetime. You have to love yourself first. That's very important. In order to love yourself, you will be able to love others. And love others around you. Start loving yourself and you see what happens. It is like, in this world, it's like a pretentious world. And yes, I hate it. I hate anybody who's behind that too. Right now, I can tell you, I can stand right in front of millions and millions of people, and I can tell them that I'm very poor. I tell people all the time, I am so poor, I have to beg homeless people for change. Ha ha. And I am able to say that. I am poor. But I have big pockets. Ha ha. Care to donate? Ha ha. See, I'm able to stand in front of people to say things like that. Because I love myself enough to stand in front of people to say that. I love myself enough to love those around me. And I don't have to be pretentious. I don't have to stand in front of millions of people and say this and that just to make myself look good. I can walk into a room without saying anything, and I know where I stand. The question is, can you? That's the question. Can you? They're very, like I said before in many other videos and stuff like that, and this is like some people attack me. Like a lot of time people attack me. Seriously, in posts and stuff, if you ever seen some of those, oh my God. Holy crap. Like one time this guy, I was just talking about this recently, about iodine deficiency. And he just like, oh, well, you can use iodine drops. Yeah. Yes, and I agree with you 100%. But I don't know how much to put in there. So it is safer for me to eat iodized salt because I know that is okay. Then he comes back and he was like something else. He started with, fluoride. I was like, oh my God, what are you, bipolar or something? We're still on iodine deficiency and you're switching to fluoride. He said, oh, you're going to think about same thing with fluoride. They're putting fluoride in our water. Well, it's easily solved. You don't like fluoride in your water? Go buy bottled water. Don't drink it from the city. If the city's putting it in it, don't cut off your water and just buy regular water. But anyway, talking to these people, it's like, oh my God, it's like, I mean, this world, like I said before, and I'll tell you again, and many times I said, this world, like I said, I don't know what crazy is, but I see what crazy does. And that's one of my video. I'll link it up here so you can laugh at it. And it's crazy. I mean, you should be happy for me. You should be happy for me because I discovered, and I'm telling you people, I am telling people that if you are not iodine deficiency, great. Good for you. I am glad for you. I'm very glad for you. Unfortunately for me, and unfortunately for the people who doesn't know, that is what this video and most of my 99% of my posts is about people does not know certain things to their body. And that's what it's about. I am no doctor. I'm not planning to be a doctor either. But rather than costing me money to go to a doctor and they're going to say, oh, maybe you have iodine deficiency, and I'm going to pay a lot of money. Well, guess what? I researched it. I took my time out. I researched it. And now I found out that's what it is. And that's what this video is about. This video is about to help those who are iodine deficiency and doesn't know it. And probably, people, like they said, and this is according to American Thyroid Association, not me, okay? So don't attack me on this video either. 30% of the world's population is at risk at iodine deficiency, and they don't know it. Very few people. So that means, in case you don't know the mathematics, out of 100 people, 30 people are at risk of iodine deficiency. Okay? In case you don't know mathematics. Boy, mathematics and English on YouTube, it's like gold. Like you're finding gold. Very hard to find. I mean, some of these people, they can't even spell, they can't even differentiate between you are and your. Okay? But they're gonna tell me about what I found out about sea salt or table salt. Like I said, you can eat the whole bottle if you want. If you're not iodine deficiency, eat the whole bottle. Dude, you think I care? I mean, come on. Like, I seriously, like, sometimes, like, you trying to help people, and especially when you found out something, be glad for me. Be happy for me. Be happy for me that I discovered something. Be happy for me that I found out something for me. But see, the problem is, it's the bipolar. Here's what you can see with a lot of people when they have bipolar. When they write, just a post alone, okay? Just the post alone, you will know who is bipolar or not, just by the way they write in the post. Because of their bipolar, they cannot complete a sentence correctly. Yup. But here's the problem. They cannot complete a sentence correctly, but you're going to teach me about something. Ha 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 ha. Right. You think I'm going to listen to you? When I see posts like that, please. I run without shoes. I will run away from you without shoes, okay? So it's really sad. Yes, it is really sad to live in a world like that. I like to be positive. I like to, if this is not for you, this video for you, go away. I don't care. But this is video for you, maybe, then listen. Learn how to listen. Don't just pick part of my videos or part of a sentence and then try to attack it from there without reading the whole sentence. I tell people all the time. In English 101, it's called reading comprehension. There are two words there, reading plus comprehension. And in case you're one of those people and you're listening to this video, you better go back to English 101 again and look at that two words, okay? Reading plus comprehension. They did reading plus comprehension for a reason, okay? That's all I'm going to tell you. It's like there's a term that my grandmother always say. People want to see what they wanted to see. People want to hear what they wanted to hear. Okay? So if they read the whole, if you're in school, you would know this. Even when a person say hello, we did experiment. We say one sentence with 6 words, right? At the end of the thing, because we have to whisper in each other's ear. At the end of the thing, it came out 2 words. But the teacher tested with 6 words, okay? But the last person in the class only came to, he said, 2 words plus 1, kind of like. And we were like all laughing. So literally from 6 to 2 words. That's what happened. Can you imagine? Starting out with 6 words, and it's about 32 kids in the class. And it ended up to be only 2 words left. Can you imagine? It's because people wants to hear what they want to hear. People wants to see what they want to see. But if they read the whole paragraph, they will not know how to comprehend. And that's why they call it, in English, reading plus comprehension. They could not comprehend that they started out with 6 words, and we end up with just 2. And he was like, there may be 3, but blah, blah, blah. I'm like, hello. We're like, hello. It started out with 6, and what happened was, she wrote that onto a board, right? Our teacher wrote it onto a board, and she covered it up. And then she said it to the first person in the front row. And then we had to pass all that around. And it ended up to be 2 words at the end. Can you imagine? So basically, if you say hello, the end of the world, the end of the other side of the world might just say hi to you. Anyway. Just like I said, people wants to hear what they want to hear and see what they want to see. But anyway, I know sometimes I'm a little winded. Sometimes I go through little things, but that's the way the world works. And yes, I will put a little warning that this video is going to be long because this is educational. This is about things, and this is about attack. I mean, imagine. People attack me for saying that sea salt is actually dangerous because they don't have iodine in them. Or iodine. Because it's not iodized salt, just like it says right here. Yup. Can you imagine? I mean, they would attack me, and they're probably going to attack this video too. Watch. But like I said, you can eat sea salt and you can eat Himalayan salt all you want. Go out and eat the whole ocean. You think I'm going to care? Good luck to you. But anyway, like they probably have symptoms, they don't even know it. And they're probably talking crap out of their ASS and they don't even know it. But hey, who am I anyway, right? But all I'm going to tell you is that if you have symptoms, and if you have symptoms that I talked about, Like, especially at night when you're laying down and you feel like someone choking you, it feels really dry. You're having a hard time swallowing, like you can't even swallow something, like you can't even swallow your own spit. And if you have a hard time breathing, blah, 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 you might want to look into this right here. Just iodize. And go to the if that happens, you can help yourself. You can probably go get the drops and drops in a little bit, because there is no certain amount. They don't know yet. They don't know if there's enough or not. And there's no test to confirm that your body needs enough or not. So you would have to be your own doctor, to be honest. But the best thing to do is that if you eat salt, and there's nothing wrong with iodized salt, but there's certain people swear on this, that this is doing this to their body, blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? I'm sorry to tell you, but that's the way the world works. It doesn't always work your way. But anyway, I hope, I'm going to end this video, and I hope this is kind of educational for you. And I hope it will help somebody out there, because of this venture and because of this dog, it helps me. And it helps me from being this way. But anyway, I'm going to end this video. And if you have questions and stuff like that, please post us in. And I will try to help you as much as I can, because I know what it's like to walk in that path. So I will try to help as much as I can, because I was in that path. And now I'm perfectly healthy. I'm glad I'm able to walk up the stairs. Me and my dog can able to walk up the up and down the stairs now, because of knowing. So if you are one of those people and you don't know it, give it a try. It ain't gonna hurt you. It ain't gonna hurt you to try, right? You can always go back and eat the whole can, or the ocean if you like, right? Anyway, I hope this is helpful, and I will talk to you to the next video. And for Benny too, okay? Bye, Benny. Tell him I say bye. Anyway, I'll talk to you in the next video, or I'll see you in the next video. Okay?